Hello my friends, welcome to another video. I want to take you around my latest project, which is a wheelchair accessible toilet, off-grid composting toilet and shower. The shower's not composting, only the toilet. And I'll show you some of its features, some of the design features I put in, and also, quite importantly, some of the special dimensions to comply with wheelchair accessibility. Okay, without further ado, let's have a look round. Okay, starting from the outside, I'll give you an overall view. It's a good size. It's 2.4 meters by 2.4 meters, which is to comply with the amount of space that a wheelchair needs to maneuver around the toilet and shower. So that was the minimum size I could make it to comply with accessibility. And then we've got a permanent ramp, which is 1 in 10 the gradient, so that's again accessible. We've got a lamp to light the way at night, and then because of course it's off-grid. And then this will become clear later, exactly why there's a bell on the outside. There's my two ravens. Now the roof will be fully turf, but at the moment it's just Hessian sandbags filled with soil. And of course the turf will, nature takes over and it'll make itself. So if we go inside, this is a super wide door, which is 1 meter wide, again for easy access. And then this, if I just hold this back so we can, there's plenty of light when we go inside. So there's a panel here for extra light and for the view. I'll drop that down, and there's a rope and a pulley to allow it to go down gently. There's a great view. And then at the toilet there's another door there. If I open all these, then there's the most light in here for filming, and so you can sit on the loo and have a view as well. So we'll start at this corner here and work round clockwise. So there's the coat hooks, and they're low enough to reach from a wheelchair. And then we get to the shower area, and I've made a drop down shower seat. So that's out of the way if for just anybody to use. But if you come with a wheelchair, then there's a rod there to pull out, and then that drops down, and that's super solid for you to sit on. And then there's these that drop down as well. So those two give support for somebody in a wheelchair that's sat having a shower, as well as this grab rail here, which is super strong. And then we've got a soap dish holder there, and one higher up, depending on who's using it. Now the shower rose is another one of my wooden constructions that's directly above, and then the on-off is this rope here. So if I pull that, and then we stand back, and you can see how that works. And so what I'll do, I'll show you the how that works, and it's heated and how it's pumped in a moment. I'll just have to go and brave turning it off now. There we go, that's off now. And then if we move around again in clockwise direction, I've got a old-fashioned tin bath. for people to use. And then this is the heater for the water. So we've got I've dug in a pipe, and this hose pipe then can fill the tank. There's the towels. So it fills this tank up in the top of here. Alright, so that's full of the water. And then when that's warm, it takes about 4 hours to warm up. And that can be put directly into the bath, if you want a tin bath, on the floor. Or it goes with the pump I'm about to show you, up through a hose pipe, just ordinary hose, and follows along. It goes into that shower hose there. So if we come back down, and I open this up, now it's a bit windy so it might blow it out. In here we've got a greenhouse heater, an old-fashioned greenhouse, paraffin greenhouse heater. That lasts about 2 weeks on a fill up, and that heats the water. And then we've got a 12-volt pump from a caravan underneath, and that's switched from that rope that you see next to the shower. Okay, now controlling all that in a box above is the battery, spare toilet roll, the battery, which is a leisure battery, and a charge controller there, which in the winter like we have now struggles to keep up with it, but that's why I've got such a big battery. And then moving around clockwise some more, we've got the lamp. Now the lamp's slightly in front of the mirror. I'll move out of the way, because I thought it'll reflect the light better with having the mirror behind, but it's over to one side so you can still use the mirror. And the mirror is a good length, so if you're in a wheelchair, there's no problem with using it. So it does everybody. If you stood up, if you sat down, then that's fine. Now I should mention that the seat for the shower and the toilet are both 450 millimeters high, which is the height I found from the British standards for wheelchair accessibility. Now we've got a fold down armrest there, so that can support people. There's also a really good strong grab rail next to the window there that you can lift yourself up with. And now within reach of the toilet is a hand wash basin with the water there for washing your hands. And then there's another grab rail there next to the toilet. Then this is the toilet roll holder, and daft as it sounds, I've made that strong enough to lift yourself up off, as well as the sink, so everything is really strong. So if somebody wants to grab it instead of the grab handles, then it's not going to come off the wall. Now the sink is really simple. That's just the jug, the plug hole, the plug's above there, and all it does is go straight out via that hose pipe there. Now the composting toilet I made myself, and that is fibre cement. So it's one I moulded myself, and it's made out of cement, and it seems to work really well, and it's really easy to clean. And then here we've got ash from the fire, which is the flush for the toilet. So when you've done your business, you just throw the ash on the top, and that stops it smelling. It just kills the smell dead because it dries it out really well. And this toilet works as a separator, so the urine goes to a soak away and the solids stay in a composting bag, and that I empty quite regular. Now another thing, safety feature that you need to have in a wheelchair accessible toilets is an alarm within reach of the toilet, and it's a string which normally you'd pull and it was an electric buzzer, but we're off grid here. So this is that bell I showed you outside, and that can alert somebody to any issues that somebody in the toilet might be having. And then, because this is a turf roof, I couldn't put the solar panels that are feeding the batteries in there on the roof. So the solar panel wire is dug through the floor, and then you can just make them out on the top of that little building there. If you can see that, there's one solar panel feeds this and one solar panel feeds the turf house. So if you come outside, so you can see the toilet in there, and outside from the toilet we've got the panel here, which if I lift that up, it's difficult with one hand. Then we've got it's a 20 litre plastic drum. You see loads of them about. I've cut one side out, and it takes a 40 litre compostable bin bag really well, and it's dead easy to empty from here. I've found it's best to empty it quite regular because it's easier when it's not too heavy. And then those composting bags, I tie them up and I put them in a wheelie bin for a year, and after a year it can be used on your I wouldn't say on your vegetables, but on planting flowers, or just spread on your garden. And there's no smell, and it's all just dark black soil. Okay, thank you very much for your for your interest in my little video, and I hope you found it really useful and inspiring. Thank you.